right, live once again. Back in the building. All right. Yeah, let's see what we got here. James G, what's going on, man? He said, hey. All right, y'all. So, yeah, we can get into it here in a minute. Let me just pull up something. Got some interesting news here. Interesting fight taking place. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. But when I wake up sometimes and wake up to some news, I'm like, uh-oh, is this really happening? Hang on here. I'm going to get to talking about this thing here. Dang, we had a good card last night, though, man. But I want to talk about the main event for Invicta FC a little bit, too. You know, I know everybody was, they're disappointed in the main event. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, some fights are going to be technically a little bit slower. They're going to be more technical than what we get. And I know as a main event, people want something bigger. But we're going to talk about it. Hang on here. We'll get started about at the, what? Let me see, 5:30 mark. Let me see. It's another fight weekend, too. You know, there's another early card we got going on, too, y'all. So be prepared for that. Let me see this weekend. What, July 23rd? It's another early card starting at 12 o'clock. Dang. Well, yeah, the card last weekend started at what? Card last weekend started at 11. Yeah, we got another early card this Saturday. So I'm giving y'all a heads up. Some of y'all said, I didn't know it started. I thought it was coming on at night. Well, now you know. If you're paying attention. Okay. All right. Yeah, hit that like button, and we're gonna get this thing underway in a few seconds. Let me see. Yeah, it's the Curtis Blaze Tom Aspinall card. Saturday. All right. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get to talking a little bit here, man. Yeah, last night was a good card. Invicta FC 48. Yeah, I sat through the whole card on here calling it with y'all last night. And I mean, we was running through some fights. I mean, I thought I was gonna be on here till like midnight, but it was almost midnight by the time I got off. Like the fight stopped at like 11:30. But you know, we just did a little discussion after. But yeah, man, for the most part, the card last night was good. I mean, every single fight I can't complain about. Going back to the very first fight on the card, I mean, we were getting finishes. Had a good fight overall. Good back and forth decision fight in between. And like I said, the main event, if it ain't your cup of tea, I mean, not every fight is going to be that type of. It's not going to be that type of war, especially if you're dealing with like somebody, like I said, somebody that's more technically defensive, like Tanisha Tennant. But yeah, I might talk about the card as a whole in another video. I ain't gonna go through the whole thing because if y'all were here, y'all seen it. But I just wanted to run through the main event. Yeah, Tanisha Tennant last night defended her belt against Olga Rubin via split decision. And I know I seen some people I was looking on Facebook. They thought the fight was a robbery. I was like, they thought it was this, that. They thought Olga did enough to win. Well, I watched the fight again, this afternoon. And though it was a slow-paced fight, Olga Rubin, to me, didn't do enough to snatch a belt. We can't play that game. I mean, every time we see with certain fighters that go in there and just do a little bit of work, that think that's going to win over the judges, we think that's enough to take it from the champion. No, like she didn't. Was it a little bit of bit of a slow performance? Yeah, it was. But I just don't think that Olga was doing enough when it came down to it. Like even playing the fight back, Olga Rubin was doing a lot of holding, which, to me, I'm not really going to score somebody just holding on the cage, even, especially if somebody's, landing knees and landing strikes on the inside on you. That's not really effective work. She bagged, a couple takedowns or 3 takedowns in the first round to me. But that just wasn't enough. Like every time she got a takedown, Tennant would just bounce back up. So that's considered defending the takedown. So if you're not going to score points for Tennant on the defense, then it should just be neutral. If somebody gets a takedown and can't do anything with it and you bounce back up, then nobody gets the point really, right? So yeah, even going back and watching it, like judges 1 and 3 gave Olga Rubin the first round. I couldn't even give her the first round. Like just watching it again, I couldn't give her the first round because she was just holding a lot, didn't have a high number of strikes, didn't really land any strikes. It was Tennant still landing more leg kicks and inside work. So even off the first round, Olga made it look fast paced, but it just wasn't enough to get a bag around. So one judge had it 50-45. I mean, really, I wasn't far off. I mean, 50-45 made, I couldn't see it. That was the score, but I can see 4 rounds to 1 now. I watched it again, 4 rounds to 1. I thought it was 3 rounds to 2 because I would have said, okay, maybe round 1 went to Rubin. Then what round was it? Like round 3 when she had Tennant in that compromised position. I was like, okay, that round I could give to her, that buggy choke that y'all said she had her in, because that was the majority of the round that she had her in that position. But no, outside of that one round, there was really nothing else I could give Olga Rubin that solid, because she did a lot of movement, trying to get away from the offense, but it was still Tanisha landing more strikes. I mean, if you look at the numbers, it might not look like most dazzling connections, but they were landing. I mean, even the leg kicks were kind of keeping Olga Rubin honest. The inside elbows, the body shots, they still were landing, So it might not look the most, like I said, flashiest, but okay, yeah, it was connecting. They were connecting on her. So I don't think it was an argument there. You could say, oh, it was a robbery. Nothing like that. I want to see Tennant push the pace a little. Yeah, and she could have pushed the pace definitely. To get the finish, because there were a couple of times when Olga Rubin, started to shell up, and that would have been a good time to split that guard with some uppercuts and maybe get her out of there. I think she closed the 5th round off nicely. Tennant landed some nice shots in the 5th round, and I was like, okay, let's get her out. Just get her out. Don't leave it to the judges, right? But she didn't get it. She didn't get the finish. But yeah, I think the 5th round, 4th round, she won. And like I said, I think she won round 1 and 2. But yeah, that 3rd round was the only one Olga got clearly. That was the only round I think she got clearly to me. I think Olga's physical presence is what kind of kept Tanisha fighting a more technical fight, because you could see even whenever she did get takedowns, that was where she would have had success if she knew how to do anything with it. There were just times she threw her body at Tanisha. She just came running at her. One time, I think it was a 2nd round or something like that. And, she took Tanisha down, but then boom, Tanisha pops back up. It was like she didn't know what to do with it. And another thing is, okay, yeah, the takedowns were there, but again, getting these takedowns and not doing anything with them and having to fight Tanisha on the way up of her getting back up kind of wore Olga down, it just wore her down. So she wasn't really doing much outside of looking like the physically bigger fighter or the physically stronger fighter at a point. Tanisha's still the one just outlanding, outworking her. So yeah, I gave Tanisha round 1, 2, 4, and 5, and Olga just had that round 3 where she almost had that submission attempt. But other than that, no, man, I didn't see too much, like too much of a big scare. But it would be wise, just work on fighting more of those physical fighters. Keep fighting those physical fighters. Serena De Jesus, that's a good fight. That's a good fight for an Invicta FC. I like to see more of them type of fights where she can really turn it up and make the statement to get ready for, the UFC. But yeah, if you're dealing with fighters with that physical size, I think she's gonna need a little. It wouldn't hurt to get a little bit more work in here in Invicta FC. Start learning how to body these bigger fighters more. Get them out the way, because you still got a lot of physically strong fighters in the UFC's bantamweight division. They're getting older, but a lot of them are still veterans that still have skills. You know what I mean? Like the physically strong wrestlers like McMahon. McMahon's still a tough fighter. Aspen Ladd is still a danger on the ground. Carol Rosa, she can be dangerous to a newcomer. You know what I mean? So yeah. Other than that, yeah, Tanisha, she defended her belt. Like I said, it wasn't it wasn't the most glamorous, but she did enough to win it. Yeah. I think when you see so many fights in a row that it just finishes and potential fight of the night, when you get to a slower pace fight, sometimes, people get a little bit, disappointed because they think it's the main event. The main event's always going to be fireworks, but champions don't necessarily get the belt by being explosive and reckless all the times. Same thing with Valentina. Valentina gets booed for the most part. Everybody's giving her credit now because they have no choice, but there's still a lot of people that boo Valentina Shevchenko. So I think, yeah, Tanisha just needs to keep doing what she's doing, but just make her physical presence more known. Like I said, even for Valentina, like there was a time when she was a small bantamweight, but everybody had to show her respect. So you still have to just kind of gain that respect moving forward. Because yeah, Valentina, we all know that she's a small bantamweight, but even Amanda, when she fought her twice, had to show her respect, right? So yeah, it's just a process. It's just a process. Like, I think Tennant has a high IQ, but yeah, it's all about getting that respect moving forward, especially against these bigger physically strong fighters. Because Olga, for the most part, yeah, I knew she would give her a little bit of trouble with her size, because she has fought at featherweight. She has looked like a featherweight. Not just somebody who blown up to it. So Olga was going to bring that type of test. And another thing, I think the more Tennant stays active, that confidence is going to grow, and a lot of it's going to come second nature, because Tennant's not really fighting a great deal over here. That's another thing. She's not fighting a great deal, so that could be an issue too. Let's see. Last time she fought was August 27th, so yeah, you got to factor that in. I think she was supposed to fight. Excuse me. What was her name? Hope Chase. I think she was supposed to fight Hope Chase, like in the 2021 or beginning of 2022, but that fight got canceled. So yeah, you got to remember, she's coming off 11 months of no fights. So that's another thing. Activity is going to be it's another factor. Inactivity, and then dealing with a big fighter right off the game. Yeah. So yeah, good fight, good card. Invicta FC 48. If y'all missed it, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Let me go down the list here again. Yeah, man. Autumn Norton getting that second round knockout over Maria Hugic. Emma Lee Brock bouncing back. First round submission over Morgan Freer. Oh, fight of the night, though, man. It was Isis Verbeek and Melissa Odessa. That was a good fight. I think Isis, won it, but she was in a dog fight. Then you had Christina Williams, first round submission over Perozin. Toledo Bernardo got her second round submission over Yana Gadelia. I know that's Claudia Gadelia's cousin, right? Who said TJ, right? Yeah. Yeah. Three rear naked chokes. 3 rear naked chokes on a card. Wow, I forgot. Yeah, it was 3 rear naked chokes on this one. Yeah, man. So yeah, okay. Yeah, good card. But yeah, good performances, So I think Invicta FC 49 is let me see, on the 29th of September, something like that. Del Boney. Oh yeah, Jessica Del Boney and Jillian DeCourcy. That's coming up. What's the date? Did they got a date for this thing yet? In September. That's all they got. Yeah. Yeah, they announced it. Invicta FC 49, Del Boney versus DeCourcy is they're getting this card together. Yeah, they're still putting it together. Okay. Yeah, so Jillian DeCourcy, yeah, she had been calling for the title fight after winning her last fight. So hey, yeah. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. Let's talk about this piece of news here. Let's see who we got. High five, what's going on? Yeah. We got it here. We got UFC 280, right? It is lined up. Let's talk about it. We got Marina Rodriguez taking on Amanda Lemos. October 22nd. This will be what? Marina Rodriguez's 5th fight now. 5th fight. 5th non-title fight. She's back in the mix against Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos making a, we say it's a quick return. 3 months. Yeah, she's staying active. So yeah, about 3 months. That's right back in the mix against a high-ranked opponent here. That's not bad. Yeah. So right away, I want to say, I don't know why. I mean, entertainment-wise, it's not a bad matchup. But why this fight is being made, I don't know. Like that kind of is a big jump for Amanda Lemos after just beating Michelle Waterson. Especially when you have Marina Rodriguez willing to call out and fight fighters like Whaley Rose and Carla. She called all those names out. She called all them names out. She said, I'll take on whoever, Rose, Zhang Whaley, Carla. Of course, she can't get that fight because Carla and Zhang Whaley are going to fight, but she made it known that she wanted to fight Rose, right? So why that fight didn't get made, I don't know. I mean, let's look at the rankings right now. Because now, Amanda Lemos should be number 10, right? I haven't looked at the rankings this week. Let's see. Oh, no. She jumps up 3 spots to number 8. Okay, so Amanda Lemos is, no, she's number 9. Who does these rankings? Because they always put like 2 number 8s and no number 9. Like, they always be glitching out like that. No, she's number 9. Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, Amanda Lemos is number 9. Never mind. They got Nina and Amanda number 8. It's crazy. All right, hold on. All right, Bluebird said Marina versus Amanda's going to be fun. Sink said Rose decline Marina. Oh, really? Hold on. Yeah, I wanted that. I already talked about that. Yeah, I wanted to see Lemos Torres instead. That makes sense. Okay, so number 9, Amanda Lemos, number 9, is fighting the number 3, Marina Rodriguez, which if Amanda Lemos happens to win, that's going to skyrocket her right up to a possible fight with Rose or a title shot. Because if Marina wins this fight, she's going to be arguing for a title shot now. She's going to be like, why are they putting me in this situation again? But if I win, let me get it. Let me get the title shot. So, yeah, like on paper, I mean, if as a fan, who likes both fighters and likes both styles, both got power, both are good stand-up fighters in their own way. I like the match in that manner. But when there's unfinished business, I want to tend to that. Like, even if Rose wasn't going to be considered the most explosive fight to fans, I'd want to see that fight. I'd rather see Marina versus Rose because of, like I said, unfinished business. Marina's been riding too high right now. She's been riding too high right now to have to step down. I think she probably thinks it's kind of weird. So she kind of lucky though. Could have been Andrade, right? they could have put her in there with Andrade, So thankfully, Marina, she got another fight that's dangerous, but it's a fight I think she can handle. So let's see, Marina right now on her 4. She's on her 4-0 streak. Last fight was a tough one. Dealing with a high volume striker. Here she's gonna be dealing with a power puncher. But somebody that doesn't have that high of a work rate, so could be a chess match at times, right? Yeah, so she defeated Ebos, Waterson, Mackenzie Dern, and Yan Jianan. So it's safe to say she's probably going to be closing out the year because she fights October. That's the 10th month of the year. She'll be closing out the year with that fight. So it'll been about 7 months since her last fight. Okay. Then you got Amanda Lemos, who bounced back with her win over Michelle Waterson a couple months back. Got taken out with ease by Jessica Andrade, right? So she wants to just scratch that memory away, right? And she did with her last win over Michelle Waterson. So, yeah, I thought that win was good, yeah. But to me, I think it should have been more of a gradual jump. Whoever the matchmakers were on this one, they should have, put Tanisha Torres her way. Just put Tanisha Torres her way because that was a fight she wanted. And I still think there's still a level of work that needs to be done in there. There's still some things she needs to work on before she jumps right up to somebody that has already put together a win streak. And, like I said, Marina's looking for a title shot. And the only way I think Marina can get a title shot is by securing a win over, one of these former champions, somebody on a higher level. Get Rose in there. If she could win that, then that puts her in a good position. But maybe they're thinking, okay, maybe they thinking if Rose was to win, which, Rose can, Rose has a good chance of beating Marina. Let's be real, So if Rose won that fight, maybe they don't want to see her in a title shot right away. Right? So that could be a situation there. So they just trying to give Marina and Lemos. They're trying to give Marina an opportunity, but at the same time, they're trying to make another exciting fight in the division. Well, no, it's not. Hold on. Yeah, I was thinking there was another strawweight fight on this card, but no, it's not. Okay. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad fight. No, I just think at the time with what's going on with where Marina stands, I just think that a better fight was in the making, but they just missed out here. Because with one win over a top 10, Then she's going to jump all the way up to fighter number 3. I think that's kind of soon. But what are they looking at her age? Maybe they want to go ahead and try to give her a shot because, she's a little bit older. Maybe, right? Let me check these comments real quick. TJ said Lemos beats Marina. High five, what's up? He said also believe UFC is offering Andrade versus Rose 3.0. That's why Kagan replaced Andrade to fight Manon. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Gabrielle said, I think they're either going to put Rose versus Andrade on the Madison Square Garden card, and they're going to headline a UFC Fight Night card. I hope they headline a UFC Fight Night card. Bipolar said Marina versus Esparza and Lemos versus Torres. Makes more sense. Yeah. Well, yeah, with Nina Nunes at flyweight fighting Cavillo, yeah. Lemos Torres, I would take that. Zama said Marina will break Lemos. High five said I think Marina can handle Lemos. Rose Andrade 3's booked. Yeah, no, it's not booked. We're just talking about it. So yeah, hang on to that. Derek Bailey, what's up? Pine K. No, not yet. We just talking about that fight. Bluebird said, man, has some great highlight reels. It really isn't a bad fight for Marina. It makes more appealing to the promotion if she takes out a man. Really huge for a man if she wins. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like if they got other things in mind with Rose, I think if Marina can secure a big win over Amanda Lemos, that will probably guarantee her the shot, even though Lemos isn't that high of a number, right? But seeing it that way, it can kind of be a win-win for both. Like for Rodriguez, may not be a high number, but going by how the promotion thinks and wanting to make exciting fights, if you can come out on top and look impressive against a dangerous opponent, then boom, that'll probably guarantee her a shot, especially, after that last fight against Yan Xiaonan. You probably want to erase that look, you might want to erase that look because, people are still arguing that. Like me, I say on paper, it's a W now. We move on. Where she stands now, I would give her a title shot. Marina, that is. But if you really want to get rid of the naysayers, then you could erase that with a solid win over Amanda Lemos, right? Marina, to me, she definitely has more. I think she's gained a lot of experience, a little bit more. I know Lemos, she has experience too, but Marina's been in there with, top 10 fighter after top 10 fighter, top 15 fighter after top 15 fighter. She's been fighting some of the best names, only got one loss, which we can argue she won against Carla. So, Marina, she's got a lot. She got a lot going for her, not just tools in this fight. Lemos, to me, Lemos still hasn't found certain ways to adjust in particular fights. After looking at Angela Hill and Andrade, there's still certain times in there where I think she still becomes a little power dependent. Boxing Combat Films, what's up? He said, yeah, UFC 280 is looking okay so far. It's looking all right. It is. Singh said, I think it would be smart if Lemos threw a little grappling in the mix. Yeah, definitely in this fight. Yeah, for Lemos, I think she's still a little bit more power dependent in her fights, but yeah, it would be smart if she became more of a grappler here because Marina, even though she can get taken down, she's not the easiest to submit. But in this type of fight, you'd want to spend more rounds on the ground because eventually, even if you don't get the submission, you can still win by getting top control and mauling your opponent or, ground and pound. Lemos could always have that. She always has that is an upper hand. You know, she might not have the same win streak or the same level of experience with UFC opponents, but she still has a good ground game. You know, I think her jiu-jitsu is underrated because you saw how quick she was, quick with the draw on Michelle Waterson. Like going back to the Andrade fight, that's Andrade. You know, Andrade saw the neck, she took it. But you've seen how quick Lemos is against just a regular opponent in the top 15, right? I say regular because, you know, Andrade is a freak. You know, she is one of those freakishly powerful fighters. So everybody's mindset is different. You know, it's more on respect mode and avoid the slam mode from Andrade. But when you fighting just a Waterson or a Tisha Torres, Jan Jana, you can fight your regular fight. You know, you don't have to really be on alert that somebody's going to knock you out constantly. So in this fight, Lemos with Waterson, you seen how quick she was with her submission game. You know how quick she was with it. You know, she caught Michelle Waterson in the middle of that get up and boom, she got a guillotine. You know, so I think focusing on her submission game, you know, even, you know, just ground game in general, is going to leave more openings for her versus trying to constantly look for a knockout against Marina Rodriguez, right? Could she check the chin of Marina? Of course. Yeah, but like, why spin round after round swinging for the fences if you aren't going to pump the jab out and, you know, just throw little pity pat shots here and there, you know, if you don't just stay off rhythm a little bit, you know, if you always swinging for the fences, you know, eventually Marina can counter you, you know, even Marina throws off her rhythm some, you know, Marina doesn't just depend on throwing big shots. You know, she can still pump her jab out. She can still throw a few flurries. But, you know, I just want to see Lemos kind of mix it up a little bit. You know, just use your IQ. You know, use your ground game. Chop away the leg. Move around more. Don't be stationary, because the more stationary the fighter and the less work rate, that favors Marina. You look back at some of her past fights. Anybody standing still is falling victim to her push kick to the body or her overhand right. You know, that right hand she throws around the guard. She can take a book out of Lemos can take a book out of Calvillo. You know, take a page out of that. So I think we know ground game edge. I'm gonna get at the Lemos. Overall IQ, I'm gonna give it to Marina so far. Power edge. Power. Lemos got the power by edge, right? How many knockouts is? See who all his Marina knocked out. Marina, well, you could count Ebos twice, and she knocked her out twice in one fight, right? That's two opponents right there. But she did knock out Dern. Let me see. She knocked out Ebos twice. I said, okay. Yeah, she hadn't really knocked anybody out like that. So yeah, definitely power edge goes to Lemos. Lemos going to get the power edge, but I think strike selection, you know, her Muay Thai, and, you know, even her basic boxing, I think Marina's a little bit more. I'm gonna give her the edge there a little bit more. Now, just technical boxing, like just pure boxing, I'm gonna say Lemos. Yeah, I'm gonna say Lemos in that. Yeah, so Lemos definitely has a good. She's got a good ability to feint. She has a powerful leg kick too. So yeah, I think all around power edge, yeah, definitely would be her. Gabrielle, did I read that comment? Gabrielle said maybe the UFC is trying to build up hype for Marina Lemos, so when they fight for a title, people will be excited when they do. Yeah, 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 you got to sell. You're right. You're right. You got to sell these type of fighters. You know what I mean? Because they are the highlight reel makers in a way. Like they're the ones that pack power and excitement. So put them in there. Whoever loses, you still win, right? I think Dana's trying to avoid getting, another Carla situation. I mean, sad but true. You match up two fireworks, two fighters who bring sparks. I mean, more than sparks. They bring in fire. You bring in Rodriguez or Lemos. Uh, whoever wins, whoever loses, everybody wins. So yeah, that makes sense. Match up, exciting fighters, and then boom, they're gonna keep it moving because Dana still got a bad taste in his mouth from that Carla fight. Let's not overlook that. That was just not too long ago. So he don't want that type of situation. He don't want a boring strawweight title fight. Just facts, man. It's just keeping it real. High Five said, I agree. Lemos is power dependent. She'll be in trouble fighting against a technical striker. Yeah, great technical fighters. Yeah, she's a good technical fighter too. Like she is technical. But sometimes it can be to an extent of just trying to set up the power. Instead of fighting behind fighting behind a good variety of maybe jabs and calf kicks. You know what I mean? Like slow the opponent down first before you try to lock on that chin. Not everybody gonna come straight to you, or not everybody has slow feet. Eventually, somebody that uses their feet is gonna take away any attempt that you land in a knockout punch. He said if Waters has more power, she would stop Lemos on the ground. He said Andrade and Weili have power and already changed their fighting style after losing. Weili has. Andrade is slowly making improvements. She still resorts to her old self, but yeah, Weili's definitely made more improvements. Like Weili's not really just power dependent. She's becoming more of a methodical breakdown fighter with hers. James said Rose can do everything. Her skill set is not limited. High Five said hopefully when Carla loses, I want Carla versus Andrade / Lemos next. Let me go up here real quick. Pull these comments up. Sleight of Mind, what's going on? Been a while, right? Oh yeah, you training, right? Are you overseas? Sleight of Mind, you overseas or something? I think you said that, right? Let's see, Brian Williams said Marina throws a lot of loopy punches, but Lemos loads up. I think Lemos has the speed and the power. Yeah, let's talk speed. I ain't talking about speed. So I say power edge. I gave the Lemos. As far as like quickness, quick. Like the quickness, like Andrade, but Rodriguez, she is not. Rodriguez is not slow. No, like she's not slow. Like she can put them together, but I think we talk speed because speed is a part of Lemos's power too. Speed kills. I think speed and power would go to Lemos because she's pretty technical with them shots and she knows how to just slide them right in real quick and boom, check that chin and you gone. Sometimes Rodriguez, she'll kind of march forward behind the combination and that leaves her open. So that might be dangerous here. When you walk forward with your shots, she did that a few times with Yan Xiaonan, and Yan Xiaonan would just dip out. But, Lemos might not be the one to dip out. She might just turn an angle and boom, come over the top with the right hand, So, yeah, go back and look at some Rodriguez fights. Like I'm saying, I'm not, I'm just calling what I see here. Sometimes as she's punching, she's marching forward, 1, 2, like she'll march forward with a flurry. But if somebody's boxing is on point, like I'm feeling with Lemos, then Lemos might find a good counter opening there, and it could be night, could be an early night, So you got two punches here, one definitely more devastating than the next here, and Lemos, it's just I think Rodriguez has more of a selection. She has more of a selection, but let this be the style matchup where it makes Lemos look good. You never know, right? So yeah, that's just an early talk on this one. I definitely like the fight. I just thought there was a better matchup that could have been made. Slight of mine say, yeah, I'm overseas now. Actually, have to head out right now. Just wanted to say what's up, peace. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Slight of mine. Guess he getting that work in. He's out there. He training. Yeah, I guess he's gone now. But yeah, he out there training. Might be training with some. Well, no, I ain't training with Grasso right now. Right, training with maybe somebody else out there. Okay. Well, be safe overseas, man. Bluebird said Lemos loads up and gets tired after the middle of the second round. I hope her coaching gets on her about that. Yeah, it's all about rhythm, man. Like, before we jump to this next one, yeah, Lemos, it's all about the rhythm, man. I want to see more rhythm. Like, you know, Amanda Nunes, she can load up too, but you know, Amanda Nunes found more of a rhythm, so she doesn't really get like she found that rhythm in her last, run to avoid getting so exhausted. Until Pena, she came across Pena, then Pena put a lot of pressure on her. But yeah, Lemos needs more of a, she needs that couple of touch, boom, touch him, boom, gotta throw a few BS shots out there and come over the top with the real bomb. High Five says crazy that Andrade made Lemos give up. I love Andrade, and I do think Dana loves her too. I mean, who couldn't, right? I think everybody does. Like, she might talk trash or start talking trash, but when somebody delivers like Andrade, you can say whatever you want, right? Like, as long as she's delivering, as long as she's on time, through rain, sleet, hail, snow, nobody's gonna say anything. Like, man, she can talk all the trash she wants. As long as it's within limits, Andrade can do whatever she wants. So somebody with as many highlights as she made, Dana, she's in his good graces all the time. James said Rose doesn't control the distance well. Okay. Who says she doesn't control distance well? Oh, Zaman probably. Uh-oh. No, Rose controls distance now. Yeah, she'll control distance. It's her lack of focus. When her lack of focus goes, and then she can be a sitting duck. But like, technically, yeah, she's good at that, man. Like, all right. Hold on here. Sink said Marina goes to move is that forward barrage jab straight spam to close distance. Maybe Lemos can create an angle encounter. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Yeah. Like, that's that kind of march forward she does. You know what I mean? Like, when she throws that barrage, she's stepping in. All Lemos could do is cut an angle and then come over the top with the right hand. So yeah, you got to be ready for that power. Like, if you want to stand with Lemos, you still got to be ready. Chaz Kim, what's up? He said Lemos winds up a lot. Yeah, she does. Yeah. Saying yeah. Whenever you're marching forward like that, gearing her striking, which is an elite counter striking and anticipation skills. Runner Reese, I like both, but I'll be rooting for my fellow Gemini, Lemos. Yeah, Lemos. Yeah, she is a Gemini. Yeah, she sure is. May 22nd. Yeah. Should I go with Lemos too then? I like Marina though. I've been rocking with Marina. I can't be that type of fighter, man. I can't just jump off Marina. I mean, I like them both, man. BJ said y'all told y'all Tennant was ready. No, she can get a few more fights. I mean, you still are kind of hating though. You still are hating though. You all a little bit because she's now, if she was a grappler or a wrestler, you would be riding with her. I'm gonna call you out on that. You are low key hating. You do be low key hating because you were calling a name too. You acting like you called her boring once, and then you gonna call her Tanisha Tentative. So you be low key hating. If she was a grappler, you wouldn't do that. If it was Juliana Miller that was tentative, but she was a grappler, you still rock with her. But it's all good. High Five said Lemos has crazy kicks and bombs, but Marina has reach advantage and power. Yeah, and you know, like I said, don't forget Marina Rodriguez, her front kick, her teep kick. There you go. See, that's all I'm saying. BJ said he like kill switches. That's all. That's all we saying here. Like I'm cool with that. If you just come straight out and say it, look, I like kill switches. There you go. That's all I'm saying. Just go ahead and say it. Like I like patience though. I like patience and discipline. Like Valentina Shevchenko. You know what I mean? Like and I she need a little bit of a kill switch too, but I think it's just her making her presence known. Like I said earlier, BJ, Valentina's a small bantamweight, but still so many were intimidated by her. So I think it's more she needs to build that intimidation factor with her strength and ability to start stopping people here and there with one shot, or just being a sniper. You know what I mean? Like I don't think she needs to be reckless. But yeah, like I said, Valentina's small bantamweight, but she get the respect. So because if she didn't have the skill she did and the intimidation factor she didn't, then it's shoot. What is her name? Nunez wouldn't have went the distance with her twice. Chaz Kim said, "What he said about De La Rosa?" So he wouldn't be saying that about De La Rosa. See, yeah, BJ during Andrade is the fight. Yeah, Lemos and Rodriguez next. No, but with that, let's jump to the next one here. Before you say during Andrade, you know what I think is next? I know what's next. First off, who do y'all got as an early pick? Marina or Lemos? I ain't giving my pick yet, but who do y'all got in this one? Marina or Lemos? All right. Before we jump to the next one, who do y'all got? Marina or Lemos? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Juliana Miller, at 3-1, she's got some work to do, but I like her heart though. Yeah, I mean, I just like her as a fighter. She seemed all right. Derek said, "You want us to pick, but you're not picking." That's right. So go ahead. Who you picking, Derek? Yeah, I ain't picking yet, but y'all can. Just an early look. Still got another 3 months, so let me see. Okay, Chad said he's got Marina. Okay, that's one for Marina. Brian got Lemos. That's one for Lemos. Bipolar's got Lemos. Two. Zama's got Marina. BJ got Marina. Sink is with me. He said, I don't know who to pick either. Okay, so we got more Marinas. Derek's got Lemos. Okay, it's tied now. It's tied. Okay, we got a tie here, 3-3. So, yeah, it's a good fight. That's a good fight. Marina better be on her game, though. The thing is, too, Marina might be dangerous as heck in this fight because she knows her title opportunity is on the line here. Marina's got a lot of good names on her resume. But then you got Lemos knowing that time is against her, knowing her ground game is better, and she's going to go in there. You just don't know what could happen. It's a good fight, though, man. If I was to pick just based off of like accomplishments, no, I'm not picking yet. Yeah, Juliana Miller's an entertaining fighter. Yeah, she is. B just said it's the style. What you mean? The style is just being entertaining? Yeah, she's entertaining. Yeah, she definitely puts it together. And I ain't gonna jump ahead and say, it's, what I mean. It's not elite yet, but she's an entertaining fighter where she is at 3-1. There's a lot of work to be done, but she wants to grow. So that's what we need to see. She listens too. So she gonna be taking on Brogan Sanchez next. As Alma said, if it was 5 rounds, Marina would be a lock. Chad said, yes, he's trying to block Marina from a shot so they can push Dern and her. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Dern could be it, huh? If Dern gets her next win over Yan Zhanan, but that ain't fair. Lemos was punching air the entire Waterson fight. I think Marina can work her. Okay. Singh said that kick off the cage he did to get that takedown with some high level stuff. I saw Munez do that. Oh yeah. I remember that. You talking about Juliana Miller, right? When she took Caitlin Neal down because she clinched her up and she kicked off the cage, and it was like, the first round, right? Yeah, she get that kick off the cage and took Caitlin Neal down. Yeah, she was just coming at all angles on her, man. Todd Johnson, what's going on? He said Juliana is a hard worker. She's going to have a good career. Dern is going to smoke Jan. I don't know. Who you got first is Rodriguez and Lemos. Let me see. Juju will break Sanchez. It'll be a preview for Juliana Pena Nunez. Yeah, Brogan's got a lot of experience, but I've already seen her in hard fights with what's her name? Erin Blanchfield. And I think that was a close one. If I remember, it was like one maybe close round, but Erin Blanchfield still got the physical edge on Brogan Sanchez. Brogan Sanchez, in this stage of her career, with that knee injury, I don't know, man. I don't know if she's gonna be able to push it. I don't know if she'll be able to push it because Miller's younger and just hungrier too. So I knew it would come down to Brogan on one side. I knew she would make it because she was, like I said, a seasoned fighter. But I don't know if she'll get this though. What's her name? What's the girl's name? Gallardo. I think she needs to be signed. She needs to be signed to come back as a strawweight. Laura, was her name Laura Gallardo or is it Stephanie? I keep calling her Laura. Yeah, she did. She beat Marina Maverick. Brogan Sanchez did, on the feet too, pretty good work. About like 4 years ago, yeah. She beat Miranda. Good fight. Then she fought Aaron, and that was different pace, but Laura Gallardo. Yeah, Laura Gallardo should be a strawweight. Yeah, I think she could be a strawweight. Nah, Laura Gallardo, boy, if she take Lipsky down, then you know how that goes. Because I know her ground game is better than Lipsky. Lipsky, boy, she land a shot, it turns everybody into a grappler. But she is a pretty good grappler anyway, to me. I mean, her hands aren't that bad either. She's just kind of small. Okay, yeah, but almost forgot. Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's jump to Rose and Andrade. Chen said Rose versus Andrade for 2026. You wait that long, I might not even be watching the game anymore. I might not be watching the sport. 3 more years. Yeah, okay. So in the meantime, I wanted to talk about this, man, because in the meantime, since they're putting Marina and Amanda Lemos together, why not just go ahead and make Rose, Namajunas, Jessica Andrade 3? That was my thing. Like, I wasn't assuming it was happening. I'm not telling you it is happening. I just wanted to talk about it now because I think it should happen since this fight is already made. You know, why not just go ahead and put this fight together? Maybe they are. I don't know. But if they're not, they haven't thought about it, this should be the one. Because for one, you know, after this is reason number one. Since that last fight with Rose and Carla was such a dud, you know, I think Rose has to you know, for the UFC, if I'm looking through their eyes, if they want to reinvent their stock in Rose, they got to put her in there with an exciting fighter. So she's got to earn that back against somebody she has a record of 1-1 with, right? Because every fight she's going to be fighting is like a rematch anyway. So where Rose stands now, if they thinking like I'm thinking, if they want to redeem her to put her back into a good spot in the UFC after a terrible showing with Carla, going by the fans, you know, and us, you got to put her in there with somebody that's going to make her fight. Put her in there with Jessica Andrade, make her fight, you know. And when they see that fight again, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we knew it was styles make fights. But, I mean, when it's Andrade, it's going to be another good fight. We can't lie. The first one was good. Second was good. Let's erase that Carla fight from my memories, right? That's how it should work. What was I going to say? The second thing is because you just need to lock up Andrade into a position in strawweight now. You know, I don't want to see her jumping back and forth. You know, if she ain't going to take Manon, you know, just stay at 115. No, BJ, Jan Janon's fight Mackenzie Dern. Andrade, I know she wants to be that tweener, but it would be better to stay at 115 because that's where her best chance of getting the belt is. So in the meantime, I know she has an injury. Go ahead and move, you know, have your mindset on moving back down to 115 and staying and forget 115, you know, because Chikagan and Manon's on lock now. So go ahead and stay 115. And that would give her more incentive because it'd be closer to a title shot for Andrade, right? So I think those are two good reasons right there. And I mean, the third reason, everybody want to see that fight. I mean, everybody wants to see that. I mean, they can't miss when you put them two together. Chad said Rose isn't trying to fight again this year. They're going to spend a whole year rebuilding, which might be good because depending on how bad Jessica Andrade's back injury is, she might not be back till next year, right? So if they trying to close out the year, Andrade might be like, shoot, I ain't fighting this year either. We can meet up next year. So let's go ahead and get Rose Andrade for 2023 if that's the case. Zama said Rose takes Janjan down, submits her. Let me see why. YouTube said, why wasn't Rose and Marina set up? We've seen Andrade and Rose twice now. I don't know. You know, believe me, I wanted that fight too, but I don't know. Maybe it is because Rose is taking the rest of the year off. Maybe she turned down the fight. I'm sure maybe it was offered to her because Marina threw the name out there. At least we know Marina wants names, so we know it wasn't her. You know, Marina went down the list. Oh, BG, I know you trolling now. You talking about Gallardo don't even have hands like Bohm. How you going to match? Look, I like Manny Bohm for where she at, but how you going to talk about Manny Bohm hands after how she looked in that Ariane Lipsky fight? I know you trolling with that one. You spamming with that one. You know Gallardo got some good hands for a grappler. She was letting her hands go. I know we ain't talking about hands here. Come on. Now, you know Gallardo hands has been touching all her opponents. She been rocking them. But boom, couldn't even get a decent shot off on Arian Lipsky. Come on, man. Let's not overhype it. I mean, I like Mandy Boom from Bellator, but that wasn't no good showing to compare her hands to anybody. She said she was probably trying to practice picking up bantamweights to slam, but no. Oh, she hurt her back. Yeah. And that was probably gonna happen if she did try to pick up Manon. Manon's gonna pull that muscle in her back. Ulysses in the building. There you go. What's up? Yeah, two B's. Yeah, he said first Tenet fight he's seen. He said awesome tactical fight. Okay. Yeah. Look, you see, first Tenet fight he's seen, and he feels it was a technical fight. It was a good tactical fight. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all in what people look at sometimes. I mean, like, styles make fights. Not every fight's gonna be pretty. On one hand, you're gonna have somebody like BJ that says she, doesn't have a kill switch. Which, like I said, I think, more work needs to be done to take on the bantamweights in the UFC. But what she did on an Invicta level is still a very good showing. And when I got a chance to just watch it again, without entertaining y'all and calling the fight, I watched it this afternoon. Yeah, I can say it was a good technical fight. Yeah, not every fight's going to be pretty, but I think let's get, honestly, too good technique, but more activity, more fights in Invicta. Keep it going that way, and just stay polished. At 5-1, no need to to rush it, especially if you're gonna be dealing with big physical fighters. But yeah, for how she handled a big fighter, she definitely did a good job, right? Derek said that's what I was saying yesterday when Mary jumped all on me. It was a technical fight. Yeah, I saw y'all talking, but like I said, I know what I'm thinking, and I'm sure you know what you believe too. But hey, not everybody gonna feel that way. So, um, some people want to see you go in there and get wrecked. That's what it is. Like I'm open. My eyes is open to all type of styles, and not every single style is gonna be pretty. So I'm not a I'm not a critic. I'm just somebody who might critique. Uh, I watch a fight like I'm critiquing like I'm in the corner most of the time. Like I can't just say, "Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad." No, I'm watching what you're working with, and we just gonna critique it from there. You know what I mean? We're not here. I'm not here to just disrespect and just criticize. You know what I mean? And say, "Oh, this is a terrible person." No, like you have to understand what they're in there dealing with, what type of rhythm they're dealing with. Like this fighter here in Olga isn't going to be one to engage consistently. So that's going to throw your opponent's rhythm off, right? It's not always going to be like the Versosa fight she fought last year, where somebody's going to be wide open to be hit, right? Somebody's going to be wide in and out. So sometimes it takes a while to get your rhythm going. Like I said, man, just remembering Tanisha been out for like 11 months. So, rhythm's going to be off. So. LB just said any other fighter would have finished Daniel Wolf. Well, as you know, Tanisha is not really a featherweight, right? Chelsea is a featherweight. Styles make fights. And now you pushing it. When you said Zara Ferrer would have beat Wolf, you saying that with your whole chest, man. I don't, come on now. But if she did, she is a featherweight. I mean, she did clock Megan Anderson and almost drop Megan Anderson. Zara Farron did. And yeah, you're just talking about featherweights now. So yeah, you know, she's not really a featherweight. So let's try again. Yeah, man. We just said we're not giving 10 and 1. Well, you know, like I said, it's a style thing. It's a style thing, and watching it this afternoon, yeah, there's still got to be some more work done. You know, I know BJ just trying. Yeah, BJ got that. He got that striker hang up. He can't stand a striker. And the minute he can criticize one of my strikers, he gonna go in. I know he is. See, I already told you though. I said, look, we ain't going to the. You know, I don't think she UFC ready off of this fight. Some more work needs to be done, but yeah, you now you really reaching. You really reaching when you talking about her. Talking about all these people gonna finish Danielle Wolf for like criticizing the Danielle Wolf fight. See, I just told you for real. I just said, okay, like off of this fight here, I want to see her fight a couple more fights and just stay active here. Like, might not be ready for UFC's bantamweight division, but I ain't gonna downplay it. And you making Wolf sound you going to the extent of making Wolf sound special? Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Wolf ain't done nothing. Just like I told Mary F last night, like, cause she mentioned they signed Wolf because of her stock. I'm like, what stock? Michaela Mayer kind of tried to expose her boxing career. And what stock? What stock when it comes to Danielle Wolf? Danielle Wolf doesn't even have any knockouts, so it can't be an exciting thing. Y'all want me to pull up her boxing record? There. You think I should pull up the boxing record? I did it last night. You know, I shut that argument down last night, though. You know, I did, Derek. I shut that argument down with Danielle Wolf. They try to say Danielle Wolf got the exciting element. Okay, she might have a look, but you know how many finishes she had in boxing? Record is 27-14 with no finishes. Because I had this discussion. Okay, you want another thing? You want me to shut it down again? I'm gonna shut it down again. She's 38 years old. How much you gonna get out of a fighter that's 38 years old? 38 years old, no fights. Not really a power puncher. Should I keep going? I'm just saying. And you know, none of this is feelings. I'm just reading stats. I'm reading stats. Like the only reason they signed her because of a look. And you know, okay, you know, no problem with that. You know, it's entertainment. So we going off of looks and you know something that can bring the casual demographic something to feast their eyes on. But when we talking like stats, we can't say Danielle Wolf was signed because of her boxing resume. Because when an Olympic boxer like Michaela Mayer goes in, that's what I'm basing it off of versus also what I see. But when, you know, somebody like Tanisha wasn't signed, it just can't be based off of, a couple of performances that go the distance. No, she's still winning and she got a belt. Donovan said a win is a win, but that fight should quiet down Tennant. Sign into the UFC. She may still get a short notice opportunity. Yeah, like I already talked about it yesterday. If you came here yesterday, Donovan, like I said, I can be honest with that. Like if I see somebody that needs a little bit more work, but she still won. You know what I mean? Like I said, styles make fights. Yeah, I can be honest and say, oh, this person here, you know, when you look at the bantamweight division here, that has a lot of physically strong fighters. Yeah. Yeah, a few years ago. But, you know, like I said, someone said that a lot of that wasn't legit as far as the Olympics record, Donovan. talking to the fighters that actually went, like Shields and Michaela, talking to the ones that actually won and were there, they'll tell you different. Yeah, she was featured in that ESPN issue, but again, we talking MMA. I'm just pulling something else up. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Rose and Andrade, that should be the fight that needs to happen next. To me, even if it don't happen at the end of this year, I think it just needs to happen. I think it needs to happen now because hey, Marina's taken. Man, Lemos is lined up to fight her. Manon has got her opponent back on lock. And depending on what kind of turnaround time is for Andrade, it might be similar to Rose because Rose might not be fighting the rest of this year now. She might take the rest of the year off because I don't think she's fighting Marina anytime soon or, returning anytime soon. So maybe they can get that on lock. But who knows? Like, if the injury is not too bad, maybe Andrade's going to be on for December. Yeah, let's hope for that. Maybe what card is in December anyway? Was it 282? Is it UFC 282? Yeah, December 10th. If we could get this fight on UFC 282, that would be cool. That would be dope. That would be fun. Close out the year with a banger. Where is UFC 282? December 10th. You got anybody on that card yet, or are they still putting it together? Yeah, they don't have anybody listed here. Hold on, let me see. Anybody know of some names they are planning to put on that card? Not 280, 282 in December. No, that's Bellator. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think they got anybody lined up for 282 yet. So if they put Rose and Andrade on that card, that would be good. Let's see. Yeah, nobody's on there. Yeah, that would be a good one though. That would be a good card to close out. Good strawweight fight to close out the year with. Have her come back. Granted, if Andrade's situation is okay. Danielle Wolf, she got a fight coming up. Yeah, I think she got lined up. Oh yeah, Norma Dumont. Yeah, Norma Dumont and Danielle Wolf are fighting September 10th. I got Dumont winning that fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont in that fight. But yeah, let me see here. This weekend we have I'm still going with Molly McCann against Hannah Goldie. And the other fight, I keep forgetting. Who's the other fight? I keep forgetting the other fight. I keep forgetting the other fight, man. Who is it? Molly McCann, Hannah Goldie on the main card. Oh yeah, Mandy Bowman, Victoria Leonardo. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go with what is her name? Mandy Bohm. I'm gonna go with Mandy Bohm in this one. I don't know though. Victoria Leonardo got that 13 fight experience, and she's working, and she only lost to 2 high level opponents. So I don't know, man. Victoria Leonardo might pull off a win here. I don't know if I'm going in with a lock on that pick. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna lock in on that pick. I'm going with Molly McCann for sure, but Leonardo and Bohm, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Yeah, Sink said easy win for Dumont. Let's see. He said she was wrong for saying Tennant fight was way worse than Carla Rose fight. Oh no, we all know that ain't true. I ain't even gonna make that argument because we all know. Okay, I still stand by that being the worst. That's not going anywhere. Marcus said Victoria Leonardo by blanket of death. Yeah, Victoria Leonardo. Oh man, I don't know. I might pick her. No, I'm gonna just let that one ride out, man. That one I ain't got nobody really fully in on that one. Because I'm looking at her experience too. Again, her experience and time when these fighters lose 2 in a row, man, they dangerous. All right, see BJ said okay. Marcus said he got Leonardo. BJ, yeah, he's going boom. See Brian said I'm picking Goldie and Leonardo. Troy Leonardo, she needs it. She needs to win. I think she broke her arm in her last fight too, so she needs this win, man. Let's see. Ulysses said Bohm and Ma. Okay, Ulysses said he got Manny Bohm and Molly McCann. Yeah. I like Molly McCann though. I mean, she gonna put on a show. I mean, this is a name that we know she can get. But hey, uh, like I said, that's her lane, man. She can go in there and fight. So that's what she do. Let's see. BJ said because they have Leonardo. Wait, of course they have Leonardo because I have Bohm. BJ paranoid. Who has Leo? Who's going against you? Yeah, Ulysses. I'm with Ulysses. I want a Mandy win fight though. But like as far as the call this time, I ain't really gonna pick on that one. BJ paranoid. Now he think people against him because he picking Leonardo because he picking Mandy Bone. And I would be real, man. It's gonna be a walk in the park for either fighter, man. See Meatball, she's more of a lock because you got Hannah Goldie moving up. But Hannah Goldie, she's physically strong, but I never really pictured her as a flyweight. Like I never really thought she had like a standout style at flyweight. Yeah, let's hope Mandy wins this thing, man. Hope Mandy wins this fight, to keep it moving. So yeah, hold on. BJ said people love Casey O'Neill till I started repping her. Not everyone hates her. Is that true? Did a lot of people love Casey O'Neill? I like what Valentina said in her recent interview about her though. She said she over here talking because she injured now, and that's all she can do. Oh man, Valentina's starting to get, I ain't say she getting mad, but she kind of going in. Who loved Casey O'Neill though? Like, I mean, she entertaining. Like I said, I like her. I like her for the most part. Like her, her style where she is. But I'm not. I was never one to say I loved her anyway. Like, I mean, anybody else ever really like? Who else was a big Casey O'Neill rider? I know two Beast likes her. I know Two Beast is a big Casey O'Neill fan. So, um, but I never noticed anybody else screaming her name though. Sink said, "Will Goldie follow the trend of only fan fighters?" Somebody said she already has one, right? Do you, oh, you mean falling down? Yeah, because she does have one, right? You mean she gonna fall down? Oh yeah, she gonna take a 10-8 round. Yeah, she, man, like I don't know, man. Sometimes those fighters with, that OnlyFans mind state, they just fall into that, the bread. They just fall into that money, and their skills don't catch up. Any fighter that is a champion that has OnlyFans, no, right? Yeah, Stray said nobody hates Casey. I didn't think so. I was like, I never really heard anybody say they hate her. Hmm. Well, ain't nobody hating, but I know a lot of people telling the real. Ulysses said Goldie has one. Yeah, yeah, okay. What was it? Valentina said, yeah, she's like, she just over here talking because she can't. She's like, she just taking the rest of the year off. She's like, she just talking because she hurt. I was like, dang. I guess she been catching up on what people say now. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting. That was a good comment there. I was reading something on another video. Zama said nobody hates O'Neal. She's not. She's just not that good, and that's unfixable. Hmm. What do you think of that, BJ? He said it's unfixable. Her skill level. I disagree with that. I mean, I agree with the part where nobody hates her, but I think she's good on her level. But it is fixable. I mean, she's young and she still has time to grow. So I can't say that's unfixable. No. Goldie also thinks she's as hot as her best. Straya said Lemos Andrade. Oh, Lemos Rodriguez is crazy. Who y'all got? I don't know yet. I don't know yet either. Who do you got? I mean, everybody already gave their pick. It's pretty much even. Straya, yeah, you coming in late. Yeah, we already gave our pick. I mean, I didn't. I don't know. I'm not picking yet. DJC said Namajunas Rose is definitely next. Only fight to make. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that I'll take that. Yeah, let's get Rose on draw 3. I mean, Rose needs that fight, like I said, to rebuild her stock and get rid of that last fight. Get rid of that last memory of Carla. because Andrade's gonna make her fight. I'd like to see it on UFC 282. DJC, what about you? Put it on December 10th. He said Marina has everything to lose and nothing to gain fighting Lemos. Pretty much. I mean, it'll probably give her a title shot, but if she loses this fight to number 9, it doesn't really help. Casey O'Neill has proven to be dominant and well-rounded. It's not. I won't say. I won't say dominant yet, BJ. We'll see. Like, get a couple more bigger names on there. Zaman, the same guy who said Valentina is delusional and she's a dominant champion. Yeah, like, yeah. When it comes to Valentina and him, I don't think he must watch her fights with a blindfold on. You know what I mean? He watch her fights with a blindfold, so his eyes get real foggy when he watching Valentina fight. So I'm just kind of like, it's okay, Zaman. You got to treat Zaman special when it comes to Valentina, like a special person. You know what I mean, BJ? DJC said if Rose beats Andrade twice after beating Joanna and Whaley twice, we'll jump back on the Rose train and respect her again. Yeah. If she can bag another win, people will be back on to respect her, like the casual fan, that is. Then that's the important part, right? To get her into a title shot. He said, yeah, I think Rose versus Jessica Andrade have been on 282. Yeah. It said Rose on Madison Square Garden at 281. Who else on that card anyway? Do they got some names on this 281 card yet? Because I mean, if they got a good lineup, that might be. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the Oliveira card. Who's on 281 so far? Well, yeah, 281 ain't bad. I'm if Andrade's back is good by then, right? If her back is good by then, yeah, that's not bad. He said if won't be 5 rounds anyway. Yeah. He said they'll make it a 3-round on pay-per-view. I wouldn't mind seeing it as a UFC Fight Night main event. If they put it on as a UFC Fight Night main event, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Dang. I mean, BJ, that's BJ said she watching fights and Braille touching the screen. Yeah, she pulled out of this Manon fight. It was said a back injury. I don't know how bad it is, but maybe just something to push her back. He said when Rose gets the belt back, people will forget about the second Carla fight. Yeah, that fight, yeah. We all want to forget that fight, buddy. He said Rose wins by decision. Man. I'm 50-50 on it. I really am 50-50 on it because, Andrade is just always got that wild card element. But, Rose is always sharp with her jab and her stick and move. And, Andrade still hasn't mastered head movement the way she needs to. That fight is going to be good. They need to make it, though. Let's see. Who you got, DJC, in this Rodriguez-Lemos fight, though? Who you got in this fight? See, BJ, see you like Casey O'Neal, running really like Casey O'Neal. Nobody dislike Casey O'Neal. I mean, I just think it's funny that Valentina put her in her place, though. Oh, DJC said Rose of Old beats everybody except except Tatiana Suarez. They, if we talking old school, Rose of old and Tatiana of old, Tatiana would have this belt right now. You know what I mean? Tatiana's that only one. Ain't nobody gonna tell me different. When it comes to Tatiana at 115, I'm sorry, Andrade. I'm sorry, even Wei Lee. But Tatiana Suarez she's 115 back then. Cause Joanna didn't even want that. I do miss watching her fight though, man. The other day, her fight came on with what was it? Carla. Yeah, the Carla Tatiana fight came on the other day. All right, DJC said Rose can beat Carla. Casey will get better. We don't know how good she really is because she ain't really been tested. Roxy's tough but average. I'm gonna wait till she fights a top fighter before I make a call. Okay. Healthy Tatiana beats Bullet even easier than she beats Rose, believe me. Oh, come on now. Healthy Tatiana beats Bullet easier than she beats Rose. DJ said Suarez fights again late this year or early next year. I hope soon, I hope beginning of next year, or at least by December. I remember this time last year, she was supposed to have a fight in like September. It was in talks, but that didn't work out. Let's see, Rose would have beaten Carla last time if she had actually fought. If somebody would have engaged, they really would have won it decisively, I mean, Rose had more than enough to beat Carla in this fight, in my opinion. She just did not. I don't know. Like, she just would not let it go. I was like, what's going on here? That fight could have gone either way with different judges. Carla didn't dominate Rose to do so much wrestling. No, she didn't. Yeah, there's just sometimes there's just some people you can't beat. And since she's already 0-2, I think right now we can safely say Carla wins. Carla can win. Styles make fights sometimes. Would she win in maybe like five? They fought 5 times, maybe. Because like if Joanna and Rose fought 5 times, I'm sure Joanna might get a victory out of there too. You got BJ talking in caps again. He said, I'm hardcore Carla fan. He said, stop playing. Ask anyone. Everyone knows I'm a Carla fan. Oh, yeah. I know you a Carla fan, BJ. I already knew that. If it's a wrestler, he's a fan. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. because she's a wrestler. BJ is as much of a Carla fan as DJC is a Rose fan, right? So I don't think y'all are going to ever agree on that situation. Um, DJC's going to believe that Carla, no, Rose is going to have it in her to win in the third fight. And BJ is going to think that, nope, third fight, Carla's going to win. I mean, that last fight was just, like, to be honest, I mean, like, it was like a mental thing between them two. And I mean, the mental edge is stronger than anything technical all day long. Like, you can have the best techniques. Because look, I told y'all, look, honestly, I said, you know what? This is what I told y'all when I did my breakdown. You listen to DJC. This is what I said. I said Rose had made all the right improvements to beat Carla for this fight, right? I said technically she has more than enough to win this fight. Like I said, Carla slowly grew as a fighter, right? She slowly improved. But if anybody had made like the right adjustments, improvements from 8 years, from 2014 to now, I said Rose had that. But you know what stopped it? It was the mental game. So you can have everything in the world. You can have power, you can have physical strength, you can have all of that. But if somebody has the mental edge on you for some reason and you don't want to engage, that's going to stop everything. That's going to stop everything. Yeah, okay, Rose has this now. She has this now. She has that now. But did it show up? No, it didn't. And she could have won. She could have won. Rose could have won that fight, no doubt. But for some reason, I still had to pick Carla because I said, I don't know about the mental edge here. I said, you know what? Carla might still be in her head and she'll win. And that's how it played out. So as long as Rose is still letting her live in her head mentally like that, she's going to continue to lose. And it might not be pretty. It might be ugly. We can always argue and say, oh, she'll get it next time. No, she won't. I think Rose can beat Andrade convincingly in the third fight than she can Carla. There, I said it. Rose has a better chance of beating Andrade very convincingly in the third fight than she does Carla. Yeah, Derek, I'm just saying, man. Yeah. Gary Baldwin said Carla Rose wasn't a fight. No, it wasn't. I got a video coming out talking about it too. So yeah, I got a fight. I got a video talking about it. So and that's the thing, DJ. If is a dangerous thing, you know what I mean? Like you got to beat both of them. If you really want it, you got to beat both of them. If I can't go off of if, I think Rose beats Jessica Andrade convincingly before she does Carla. BJ said it right there. Carla's mind is stronger than Rose. Her fan base might not be as strong, but her mindset is, yeah. And when it come down to it, I mean, what Gary's saying, I mean, it's not too far off, right? Ain't too far off. Mm-hmm. Ulysses said Rose got PTSD when she fought Carla. Right, right. You know, like I can see why she lost. Like I said, I can see why she lost. We can always keep talking, y'all can talk about if this, if that, but Carla won because of the she won from my way of thinking about it. I should have put money on Carla that time too. I mean, I don't care what the fight would have turned out to be, but at least if I would have made some money off of it, I would have been happier. DJC said Rose should have been more mentally broken by Andrade because Andrade slept her. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. The thing about Andrade is like this. There's still open as to beat Andrade. I mean, I don't get that either. Like why she was more mentally broken by the Carla fight, but it is true. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it was her mindset in 2014 or something that maybe it was just something about the way she approached it because like Andrade is more in your face. So even if you lose, you can come back and say, okay, if I correct these things, I can beat her. There's still more of an easy way to beat Andrade for somebody with Rose's style, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. James Press said Rose has to be mentally tough to. Yeah, you do. You got to be mentally tough, to beat certain fighters, and like I said, maybe just. But she's human though. Like I said, she's still human. Like sometimes you up, sometimes you down, and sometimes you just can't fix certain things like that. Uh, so I'm not knocking her like her mindset as a whole. I'm just saying like Carla just had a stronger mind somewhat going into that fight. But I'm not saying anything like negative about her mind. I mean, that's just who she is. Sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. It works on certain styles, but not everybody plays right into it. Running Reed said, "Do you think Tatiana could beat Manon or Santos?" No, sorry, nah. We talking about 115? Anybody 115? Yeah, but Manon and Santos, nah. You can't. She ain't, not right now. She ain't beat Manon like that. Manon too big, too good on the feet, too quick on the feet, too good of a striker. No, I never seen Tatiana deal with somebody that big before. Manon, she can handle like a Jennifer Maya, and even like Myra Bueno Silva. She's just naturally bigger and faster, and just been way more active. I think her volume would give her problems. Volume from Manon would give Tatiana problems. And don't even talk Santos. I mean, Santos' striking is better, and she got heavy hands. Santos might wind up stopping her. I think your Santos on the back could submit Suarez. Girls like Carla, they couldn't. They just didn't have the strength to execute. But no, I think Santos, both different fighters, but both would execute a win over Tatiana in their own way. Manon just measures range well. Suarez, her best bet would try to grab the side kick, but no, like if she grabbed the kick, Manon would be out. She would still throw off the rhythm with her kicks to the body. It just wouldn't just wouldn't work. Yeah, Gary Baldwin said Manon and Tyler finished Tatiana via some weird injury. Dang. Yeah, he might hurt something in there. James said this is why being a dominant champion, ruling one division is still the hardest thing to do in the sport. Harder than being a double champion. You always have to show and be mentally on point every day. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it seems like being a double champion would be hard because you're trying to be greedy. Sometimes some fighters get greedy and they don't know where to go. I mean, it seems like double champion would be harder because you got to move up and down in weight. Like, I think Nunes had put herself in a harder position than Valentina, honestly, because, she was defending featherweight, left bantamweight alone for 2 years, and that messed her up. So Nunes had like to jump around and left one division, and then that kind of messed her up. Versus Valentina, Valentina's sitting in the division where she still levels above a lot of fighters there. You know what I mean? Like, she has no problem making the weight. Just now, competition is starting to look a little bit better. I mean, it is hard to defend the belt. I mean, defending the belt is hard, but defending two seems like it would be harder. Robot Chicken said Rose is washed. She looked burned out in the Whaley Carla rematch. And he said she washed out now. James Prince said that's why Bullet doesn't want to move up in bantamweight now, because she doesn't want to mess around with her weight going up and down. Right. Yeah, that's why I said, like, if bantamweight is just a one-shot deal, there's really no need to move up and take one fight. Honestly, when you think about it, like when she brought it up the other day in the interview, she said so many things has to be right. You know what I mean? Like, situation has to be right, timing has to be right. And if it's just for one fight, why do it? You know what I mean, James? Like, why even do it? Like, if you gotta fight one fight against Pena, why do that? Especially when you're not gonna stick around. Like, why not just stay in a division where you feel most comfortable and competition is starting to pick up, and you don't have to worry about putting on more muscle and gaining more weight and this and that. Yeah, Ulysses. Yeah, she basically wants the situation to be right. She wants more money. Wants the money to be right. She wants to gain the muscle. If she plans on doing it, has to be good timing for her. Gary said that Tatiana gained like 30 pounds since that Nina fight. Oh, I believe it. I mean, from 120, 115, you know, she's not, a small woman. So yeah, I definitely believe she put on a lot of more weight. Can't work, when you have certain injuries, you can't work out, but she just recently started running more. See, James said defending two belts is harder than defending one. Yeah. I was just talking about being a double champ once, not ruling two divisions. That this is the hardest, and barely no one did it besides Nunes for a bit. Yeah. And doing it, it's like something's gonna be neglected. So it's not really wise to try to juggle both like that, right? James said, and the thing is that after Santos' fight, people start doubting her, so there's more competition now. She has a lot to prove. Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. Like, right when things are starting to get good, like right when you had the fight with Santos, and right whenever you have Manon versus Chukagian, and even I ain't gonna lie, even Lauren Murphy, why not just take some rematches down there instead of putting on weight if you don't feel comfortable? I know a lot of fans don't want to hear that, but yeah, I said Lauren. I said it. I said it. If somebody redefines themselves, a couple fights might be rematches. And I mean, if you're going for record of title defenses, some of these fights are going to be rematches. Let's be real. If she's going for 10 title defenses, somebody's going to be a repeat. We just can't. You just can't help that. One reason I think Rose got the way lead mentally. That's why Henry Cejudo had to let her know what's up. I think she's getting better mentally now. Yeah, she is. I think so. Gary Baldwin said UFC ain't going to pay Val more. I think she wants more for the move up. That's what that is. She wants more for the move up, Straight said nobody wants to see Val versus Murphy again. Of course, like I didn't say we wanted to see it, but I said if she puts herself in that position to win, come on now, follow me straight. If she puts herself in that position to win, Val could very well repeat a fight. Come on now, everybody gets a rematch somewhere. Robert Whitaker had to fight Izzy. I'm just speaking logic now. Logic ain't always going to sound pretty, but we just got to go with it, right? Because that's how life works. Murphy might be on there. Chikagan might be one that fights again. And nobody wants to see Chikagan again, right? But Chikagan could be one. I mean, Chikagan got beat down just as bad as Murphy did, right? So, but if Chikagan pulls off an upset against Manon, she could be a rematch on there. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm not rooting for this fight, no, but I'm saying if that person goes on a win streak, they very much will be her next title defense. Like it or not, right? And like I said, if she wants to get the 10 title defenses, somebody's going to be a repeat. I'm not saying today. I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying her next fight, but I'm saying eventually it might happen. Izzy took Robert Whitaker had to fight 3 fights, right? And you see him come back again. Robot Chicks, I don't understand someone like Rose would try to belittle Whaley for being from China, then play victim when it's convenient. Hey, hypocrites. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing about that. Yeah, I don't understand when people always when they say something negative and then they start crying, and then after that, it's like, ugh, you said it, right? You know what I mean? Like you say it, and you want to play the victim. Don't do that. Don't play victim now. Straight said he can't see it. What could you see Chikagan getting it though? Because I threw that name out there too. Like, let's say if Chikagan wins against Manon, then what happens? Right? That's what I'm saying. We just got to keep your mind open sometimes to certain things. And I know certain things we can't see, but let's be real. Like, can Chikagan get it? I threw that name out there too, right? Like, I think Santos could beat Murphy, yeah, but this the fight game. A lot of people thought Tate would beat her, and what happened, right? So I'm just saying, this is the fight game, so we got to be real. Right, see? Chikagan might could get another shot, though, right? Because of her win streak, yeah. But with you saying that, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to say, oh, if Manon might get it, because, they both got beat down pretty bad. Valentina beat them both down pretty bad. So I'm just saying it's possible. James Press said if Manon doesn't want it by the end of the year, it will be Grasso or Arujo. Well, let me see. September. Then you got to jump right back in and fight in November against the champion. That's kind of pushing it, though, man. That's kind of pushing it because let's see, Manon fights in September. She beats Chikagan in September. And then you want to throw her back in there with Valentina right away in November or December? Nah, that's too soon to me. To me, it is. I mean, like that's a real quick turnaround. I say even January. And I ain't with y'all that be trying to rush it. I'm going January or February because this would be a big chance for her. It's got to be done right. You can't just take 2 months off. Take 2 months. You just fought a number one contender, then you gonna try to put her back in there in November. You get 2 months while Valentina had a chance to take her good turnaround time off. See, they ain't on the same turnaround time here, so you just fought the number one contender. No, man, I don't like that. I don't care what you say, James. No, like December is too much. I'm going with January or February for Manon. You gotta give a person time to recover, especially if you fighting this big of a fight. January at least. I'd say February, but January at least. Who cares about if it's at Madison Square Garden? Who cares what dates are? There are going to be more dates ahead of time. So who cares? Just going to fight in September. Then going to put her back in there after a month break in October. Got to go right back to training. Then you got to fight in November, even December. No, I say February. Especially when Manon already fought. That'll be how many fights this year? Only 2. Jennifer Maya, Kagan, still. Well, she gonna have to wait. I mean, you got to wait as a champion. If you want legit competition, sometimes James, you got to wait. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be on her part to wait because hey, she had to wait last time when she beat Lauren Murphy. She didn't jump right back in there yet. So I mean, she's gonna have to wait again. And that's the point. Like once you start beating all these fighters, there's going to be a downtime. And the person with experience should have no problem waiting. As a champion, you should have no problem waiting. The longer you wait, the longer you are a champion, right? But you have to give the person that's on the come up the time they need. That's how I see it. Especially if you're looking for legit competition. You can't just say, oh, this person fought 2 months. Okay, get them in there. Arujo and Grass will fight in August. Because let's see, when was Valentina's last fight? June, right? June. She'll have to wait 6 to 7 months. That ain't bad. Like, or 7 or 8. That ain't bad. Excuse me. That ain't bad at all, man. You have a hard time seeing a healthy bullet waiting and waiting, even though I get your point. Yeah, during this time, she can do whatever, travel, whatever. She take her time and do the things she want to do. But you already know Valentina's mind state is to stay ready. So if you that confident, you should know it's good to go. But let's give the person that hasn't fought at this level their chance to grow. I'm not just trying to see her fight anybody. I want to see her fight somebody that's ready. So I say, if Manon wins in September, give her 4. Give her the next few months to close out the year, get better, and then we build this thing up by the end of by the beginning of next year. Stray said he's taking Viviane to beat Alexa. It's gonna be a good fight. I give Viviane the edge in power and strength, but technical abilities I give what's her name, Grasso that. Yeah, I mean, 8 months is gonna be a long time, but that's how it goes sometimes. You've seen some champions have to wait. It's all about the waiting game. Again, if you clean out your division, that's gonna be the downfall. There's gonna be a point where you have to wait for somebody that's ready. I mean, you beat Chikagan, Maya, Murphy, uh, Santos, Joanna, whoever, Catchware, all these different names, and they're all the top 5. Eventually, when the top 5 is cleaned out, you got to wait for 6, 7, and 8 to stake their claim. And with Manon lined up to fight a number 1 contender, that's big. That's big for her. Especially the way everybody's talking about it. Val's watching her. Now we all are looking at Manon. I think she has a chance. So you just can't waste it off of, oh, we want to close the year out and see her fight. So let's give her somebody that just fought 2 months ago. Gary said Vivi is Vivi Grasso is 50-50, comes down to fight IQ. Yeah. Like I said, Grasso has I think more technique and more skills, but power and strength in Viviane Araujo is going to make it even out because she's got some technique. Not as much, but it's that gas tank. She got technique, but I think it's her gas tank that's issues. DC said, I don't consider Santos a loss. You don't think Santos lost? Is that what you mean? He said, I don't consider Santos a loss. You mean Santos won, right? That's what you're saying. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like I said, that's how I graded it the first time. I mean, every time I watch it, I can see it either way. That's why it was a split decision, but you ain't getting no argument from me on that. I mean, it's all in what you look at, because hell, one judge was there with you and me. Gary said Grasso was treating Manon like Drago. Man, she should have called for that fight. That same night, back in March when they fought, Grasso should have called out Manon that night. Running Ring said, only rematch I like to see is Santos versus Valentina. Yeah, I like that rematch. Or I like to see Pena and Valentina fight. That would be good. Pena Valentina at 135, but Santos Valentina eventually next summer, maybe. Man, that was a good fight that night. That was a good summer fight. So was Zhang Weili and Joanna. That rematch, man, that was a good card. A lot of emotions that night in that card, man. That was a good night of fights. All right. So yeah, okay, you got so 17 people in, hit that like button. What was that fight Australia was telling me about? Ashley Sims got knocked out the other night in boxing. I gotta check that fight out. Yeah, I'm gonna check that fight out a little bit. Azama said that's the UFC. They could do much better work with their contenders fight schedule. They don't even try. Yeah, I mean, I could put that. Sometime I could put that schedule together. You know what I mean? Like if they break it down by divisions, if they break it down by divisions, I mean, hand them out. I'll take care of the flyweight division. I got you. I mean, some of the fights they making, yeah, but I could put them on the same schedule as like a bracket. I mean, I know injuries come in, people have turnarounds, but I'd be like, yo, you got to fight this day. Or, I'd be like, hey, like I say, March again. Okay, whoever wins, if you got, here's how I do it. If you got two flyweight fights on the same card and they close in rankings, I'd be like, okay, the winners on this night, y'all are going to fight. For example, if Manon, I would tell her, I'd be like, yo, Manon, you beat Jennifer Mine. Alexa Grasso, you beat JoJo. Okay, y'all are fighting next. That's how I would do it. I don't know what the politics is behind not doing that, but I'd be like, if I'm the matchmaker, okay, y'all won that night. Y'all fought the same night. Okay, next card, y'all are fighting. Don't worry, you ain't got to call nobody out because I'm matching y'all up. I bet, the losers fought. I mean, the losers lost that night. I mean, whoever the losers were that night that lost, okay. Y'all, we'll match y'all up. Stray said, yeah, she got smoked. Oh yeah, Chanel Darden, she did well again. Okay, y'all, I still need to watch the fights. I still hadn't got a chance to watch them, but I remember when they fought, Chanel Dargan and Ashley Sims. You kept telling me about that fight, man. And when I went back and watched it, I was like, I love it, man. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. DC said, what do you think about Loopy? Future champion? Future top five. I ain't gonna jump too far here, DC. Future top five. Future champion, I don't know. Future top five, I can see Loopy get the top five. But champion, I don't know. DC said Corinne Lafram, but is defending her belt in Abu Dhabi. Oh, okay. Former Manon opponent. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. What is the 31st? Is that a Sunday? Depending on where you are, it was a Sunday for me, I think. Is it? Because Juliana Pena fights on the 29th, right? Or the 30th? No, the 30th. Juliana Pena fights the 30th, so that's Saturday. So the 31st would be a Sunday, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going to tune into that, though. Yeah, I like UAE. Yeah, for some of y'all that don't know, of course DC knows, but some of y'all don't know, that was a former opponent of Manon. That was a belt that Manon held, the UAE belt. So that's looking good for Corinne. She's got the belt now. Maybe she'll eventually go to. They might look to sign her. Right? What's her resume right now? Let me see, Corinne. Her and Manon, that was a good fight too, if I remember. Did I do a video? I think I did a round by round on that. See, these fights be running together sometimes. I think I did. I think I did a round by round on her and Manon. She was a pretty tough one too, I think, coming straight at her. I want to say she tagged me on a couple of times with some punches too, if I remember right. Straight to have the rankings been updated. Yeah, they have been updated. Let me see what Dakota is ranked. Hold on. I forgot about that. That's about Dakota. Who is that? Hold on. Ernest said, what do you think about Dakota getting ranked right off the bat? Yeah, let me pull the rankings. I think that's okay. If you beat the ranked person, that's fine. You know, she's got some experience. Yeah. She's number 14. Yeah, Emily Dakota is coming in hot at number 14, y'all. Yeah, straight. She's ranked. Yeah, I can't knock it, man. I mean, if you beat that person that had a rank, and you know she does have a lot of experience coming into the UFC, hey, you know, I can't knock it. Brian said Loopy should get a ranked fighter 13, 14. She's got Angela Hill next. Yeah, Loopy's got Angela Hill next. She got her ranked opponent. Yeah, Loopy and Angela Hill are gonna fight. So yeah, she's got a ranked opponent. Gary Ball said champions usually fight like 2 times a year at max. Exactly. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, so something I was trying to get around that when I was talking to James about that. Yeah, like champions, yeah, usually 2 times a year now. I mean, contenders, prospects, 3 to 4 times. You know, even then, like your top contenders might fight 3, but your champions, you know, 2 times a year. That's good. Yeah, I'm going for Sugar. I'm going for Sugar Sean O'Malley over what's his name? I'm going for Sugar Sean O'Malley over Peter Yan. Yeah, Zama said she was Invicta champion, Bellator contender. Yeah, I am. I'm cool with it because you know she's got the experience to ride on it. No, Pinheiro is 15. All right, Pinay is out of the rankings. So 10 through 15, you got Luana Pinheiro at 15, Emily Dakota at 14, Angela Hill at 13, Jen Robe at 12, Waterson's 11, and Ebos is number 10. So yeah, Panay got knocked out of the rankings. Yeah, Robot Chicken, yeah, Invicta delivered, man. Yeah, like I said, even with the main event, I'm cool with it. You know, sometimes, like I said, when your adrenaline's pumping, you want to keep it going with crazy, you know, fights. But you know, I think, you know, Tennant, Rubin, it was a technical fight. It was good. It wasn't no bad fight. It wasn't no uneventful fight. You know, it was a good fight. James Press said 2 times a year is for champions the boxing model. 2 times, yeah, for boxing, and I say for MMA too once it slows down. You know. So I got Yon to beat O'Malley. I'm rocking with O'Malley though, man. I like O'Malley. You know I got Sean O'Malley. I like O'Malley style. Ulysses got yawned by decapitation. Dang, man, y'all. I mean, we know this. We know the experience and pedigree coming from Peter Yan, but I gotta rock with the, you know, the style I like. If O'Malley just stick and move with that footwork that you know Jan's never seen before, he could cut him up, man. He did jump up high level though, man. You literally said O'Malley went from 10 to 10, 10 to 10 to 1,000. He did. He did, man. Yeah, I wonder if it's a 5-round fight. I doubt it though, right? It's probably gonna be a 3-round fight. Stray said O'Malley would use those cup kicks and eye pokes for sure. This robot chicken said Yanez and David Grant would smoke O'Malley. Yan's gonna have a field day with O'Malley. Yan has solid amateur boxing experience. He saw long footwork based fighters. Should be a good. It's gonna be an interesting fight though, man. Yeah, I think O'Malley. What is O'Malley rank right now? While I'm looking at the rankings, man. Hold on. That's a huge jump though, ain't it? Where these little guys at? Wait a minute. Let me see. Bantamweight. Yeah, Aljamain. Okay. So Sean O'Malley actually dropped to number 13. Dang, man. Number 13 to a number 1. Man. Yeah, because I was like, Sean O'Malley just got ranked, right? Oh, I'm going for him, but dang, man, that is a crazy jump. There wasn't nobody in between. There wasn't nobody in between that he could have fought. He could have fought Rob Font or somebody. Who is anybody? Rob Font fighting anybody? Or Dominic Cruz? Did he beat it? No, man. Wait a minute. Yeah, because he just got ranked. And he actually dropped down to number 13 like not too long ago. Well, he's 13 now, excuse me. Yeah, but dang, man. They couldn't get Peter Yan another fight. That's a big ass. That's a big jump, man. Yeah, that name recognition will get you killed sometime. I mean, like I said, I like Sean O'Malley. I hope he win, but name recognition will get you killed sometime. Like Costa, like Paulo Costa. People actually thought Paulo Costa was gonna beat Izzy. He got destroyed. I hate to see Sean O'Malley get destroyed like this so early in his career, man. Yeah, I give him credit for taking it though, man. Damn, you say you want Cheeto smoke. Dang, man. That's a big jump, boy. Well, should be good as long as it lasts, man. And we were talking about Manone's jump to fight Jennifer Maya, but this is nowhere. That was nowhere near as mean as this jump, man. Who said? Somebody mentioned Whatever White Chicken say. I think Jordan can submit Patty. Oh boy. Don't say that. You know what happens if he does submit him, right? Should be a good fight. I don't see it going the distance though. I'm gonna go with Patty though. Those are my picks though. My main picks. I'm going with. If I got to go with the women, I'm gonna go for Mandy. I think when it comes down to, I'm gonna go for Mandy Boom, and I'm gonna go for Molly McCann, and I'm good with Patty. YouTube used to say live about to throw it back. Oh man, yeah, throw it back. Yeah, literally throw it back. Stray said, I guess you're taking Shields to beat Marshall. I don't know yet. Maybe Savannah. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Shields. It's a good fight though, man. It's a dangerous fight. Um, I like what Hannah Rankin had to say about the fight though. She said it's 50-50. I don't know if you know Hannah Rankin, Australia, but she said Savannah Marshall busted her eardrum and broke her jaw in her fight. Yes, she got her eardrum busted by Savannah Marshall, and she said, "Girl got power." She said she's got the heavy long hands, heavy long reach, and it broke her jaw. But like she said, Shields can box though. She said Shields is very tough though. So, yeah, it's a tough fight. It's definitely both of their best names on their resume. Best for Shields and best for Marshall. Yeah, there, yeah. Marshall can crack. As good of a boxer Clarissa Shields is, she's got to watch out for power. You can't be on the end of the power. Like Hannah Rankin said, if she fights her on the inside, she has a good chance. A better chance. Like if she takes away her reach, stays on the inside, she said her power leverage is definitely from the fighting from the outside because she's tall. So the longer Clarissa stays on the outside, leaves her open for a heavy power. Oh yeah, and yeah, my other pick, I'm gonna go with Curtis Blaze over Aspinall. Yeah, no robot chick said he got Aspinall. He said he can't stand lay and pray. Aspinall, yeah, he's fast, man. Let's see, Brian said Blaze ball mauling. Okay, Zama said Blaze tends to panic against explosive fighters this time. Opponent has great footwork, fast explosive power. I see Aspinall finishing him in the first two. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, straight. Yeah, but like always, styles make fights, and it depends on how Shields approaches the fight, stays away from the power, takes away the power, rolls with it. 'Cause she is better boxer than Rankin, so she could easily take away that power. But yeah, like Rankin said, I think it's 50-50 too, when it comes down to it. Should be good though. Baumgartner's a pretty good fighter too. Michaela Mayer, she's very tough. She's scrappy. I don't know about that fight though. That's gonna be a tough one. YouTube user said the winner of Tuivasa and Gon would get the winner of this one for the title shot. Oh, you think so? Okay, so you think this gonna come down to a tournament? Okay, so winner of this fight versus the winner of that fight. Oh, Stipe put on some muscle. I didn't see him. I haven't seen him recently. All right, Australia, take it easy. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the fights. See you on the next one. Zama said this time I get Patty a pass on his defense since Levy can't kill a fly. Huh. He can't kill a fly, but yeah, he's dangerous on the ground. So, but I'm gonna go with Patty in this fight. All right, but that's all I got tonight, y'all. I think I'm out of here as well. Let me get on up and get out. I gotta eat something. But yeah, good conversation. Shout out to the chat. Time to roll. Yeah, like I said, good Invicta card. Check it out if you haven't. Invicta was on point last night. What do y'all think about Rodriguez, Lemos, Andrade, Rose if it happens for a third time? Hit that like button on your way out if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't, if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Derek Ulysses, YouTube user in there. So, okay. He said he's going with the twerk king. Okay. All right. Shut this thing down here. Close that. Close that. All right, but I'll catch y'all on after fight night. Or if Molly McCann does something big or something crazy, I might do a post-fight reaction. We never know, right? So yeah, enjoy the fights, y'all, this weekend. Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.